Hi everyone. In this video, we'll be looking into a game between Grandmaster Vasyl Ivanchuk and Grandmaster Wesley from the round 4 of FIDE Chess Olympiad 2024 between Ukraine and United States of America. Let's jump right into the game. Vasyl Ivanchuk starting with the white pieces go for 1 d4. Wesley replies with knight to f6, c4, e6, knight to c3, bishop to b4, queen to c2. Wesley goes for castling, a3, bishop takes on c3 with check, queen takes on c3, d5, knight to f3, d takes on c4, queen takes on c4, b6, bishop to g5, bishop to a6, queen to f4, queen to d7, queen to c2, c5, d takes on c5, rook to c8, rook to d1, queen to e7, queen to a4, b takes on c5, h4, c4, rook to h3, h6, queen to c2, knight on b to d7, knight to d4, bishop to b7, bishop to d2, a5, f3, queen to c5, bishop to e3, c3, queen takes on c3, queen takes on c3 with check, b takes on c3, rook takes on c3, bishop to c1, bishop to a6, e4, bishop takes on f1, king takes on f1, rook on a to c8, bishop to b2, rook on 3 to c5, g4, knight to b6, rook to h2, knight to c4, king to e1, knight takes on b2, rook takes on b2, rook to c3, a4, rook to a3, rook to b6, rook to d8, rook to b5, g6, knight to b3, rook to c8, king to e2, rook to c4, rook to d8 with check, king to g7, and g5. After 38 moves in the game, match is again balanced only. Here, Wesley will give up the knight for 2 of Ivanchuk's pawn, and he will sacrifice the knight. Knight takes on e4, g takes on h6 with check, king takes on h6, f takes on e4, rook takes on e4 with check, king to f2, rook on e takes on a4, knight to d4, rook to a2 with check, king to g3, rook on 4 to a3 with check, knight to f3. So after 44 moves, again match is balanced only. This game will be finished in just 4 moves. So here the right continuation for Wesley is putting the king back to g7 and create a breathing room instead of getting mated on the h file. But he will play rook to e2, and this is a huge mistake. Now after this move, Vasyl Ivanchuk is having a winning advantage of plus 5.2, and he continues with rook to b7. So once again the right move for Wesley is king to g7, but he will play a rook to e5. Rook takes on f7. Now Ivanchuk is heading into an endgame and he is up on material. g5, h5. So Ivanchuk is trying to lure the king forward into h file and trying to mate the king, and Wesley accept the pawn. King takes on h5. Here Ivanchuk will play a rook to f6, and it was in this position. After 48 moves, Wesley resigned the game to Vasyl Ivanchuk, and Ukraine went on to defeat United States of America 2.5 to 1.5 as well. The reason for resignation here is, if you try to find a move for Wesley, here there is nothing. His king literally has no moves. After greedily capturing that pawn, the king has run out of moves here. So all Ivanchuk need to do is put in the rook to here and checkmate in the king. So only continuation remaining here for Wesley is giving up his rook for his king and trying to create some play. But this continuation will not work, as this endgame will be looking like this. Ivanchuk will having a rook and Wesley will having 3 pawns, and this is also a win for Vasyl Ivanchuk. Or if you go for some random moves like pushing the b4 or something, then it is immediate checkmate, rook to h8 checkmate. So for saying this, Wesley has resigned the game after Ivanchuk plays the rook to f6 and take away all the scores away from the king.